What's up, guys? Nate here with Missouri Woods and Water. Wanted to do a quick video on the new Nimbus saddle from Trophyline. I wasn't actually planning on getting a new saddle this year, but had the opportunity to get this, so I figured I'd try it out. And I wanted to do a quick video on the 4 things. I couldn't think of just 3, so I made it 4. 4 things that I like about this saddle compared to my old saddle, which is also a Trophyline. I think this is the Covert. Could be wrong, but I think I've got the Covert, and I like this saddle just fine. Nothing wrong with it. I used it all year last year, did great. But they knocked it out of the park with this Nimbus. So first thing I like about this Nimbus is the size. I'm not a big dude, so I don't like big stuff, if that makes sense. So the size of this saddle, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not, but that's the saddle. It's not very large footprint compared to my Covert. It has a pretty big, what I would call butt area, and didn't really worry about it too much, but now that this one's smaller, now I notice. So that's the first thing. The second thing I love about this saddle is the material itself. It's almost like a pant material. I thought I wouldn't like it as much as this material on my Covert, but what I like about it is it's super lightweight. I don't know the exact specs, but this is quite a bit heavier. I mean, this saddle I've got holding here weighs as much as my Nimbus, and my Nimbus is loaded down with all the stuff I carry. So, you know, it's quite a bit lighter. So that's thing number 2. Thing number 3 I love are these saddle pouches. They are badass. I've got them loaded down with all the stuff that I carry in my saddle pouches. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of changing around, but I haven't used it enough out in the field to really figure out what I want to do. So as you can see, I got my lineman's belt tucked in. I've also got the strap for my platform in here, as well as a hoist, or not a hoist, I guess a rope for hoisting my bow. And then over here, I've got my my tree tether, and then I can't remember, something else for putting my pack on. I got all kinds of crap in here, but these are sweet, man. They cinch up really easily. They also have a little bit of a, what I would call rigid. It's almost like a piece of wire or whatever inside the top of this, and it helps just keep it formed. Whereas the hip pouches with my Covert, as you can see, it's got one connection point. These have 2 connection points on the MOLLE, so it makes it just a lot more stable. I don't know if you can tell, but it just doesn't dangle around as much as these did last year. Didn't really have an issue with them. It's just one thing they made a little bit better, right? And then finally, what I like about this saddle, the 4th thing, is the buckle. The buckle itself is smaller. You might not be able to tell that, but it's smaller. The buckle on my Covert is here. I'll do a side by side and kind of show you all. Buckle on my Covert is at least 50% bigger than the buckle on the Nimbus. Looks like it's the same basic type of buckle. I don't know all the specs and details, but it looks about the same, but it's quite a bit smaller, so it cuts down on more weight again. It's just another thing I like about this Nimbus. So you might check it out, the Nimbus saddle from Trophyline.